Hello and welcome to another news episode. Hot on the heels of the last couple of episodes, well, we've had Kia software update 22.11.29 and my analysis of what's changed, and all of the detail. I've pulled out the agreement for Kia Connect that was in the on-screen thing that you have to press when nobody ever reads, but I did, and I found all the upcoming features. Right, in this news episode, in the UK, the EV6 preheating update has still been delayed. It came out for a short while. A few people had it, and then Kia pulled it for some technical reason. When I contacted them, they said they would probably re-release it in due course with a technical bulletin. We're still waiting for that. On the Kia EV6 Owners Group on Facebook today, someone called Per Bengston put up images of manually controlled battery heating on the EV6 GT. This is a new feature. There are rumours it might end up in the other models, but I don't know for sure. It's interesting that what he has to say. He says the bad news is state of charge has to be at least 70% to be able to start it, but it allows maximum power output to the motors and give you maximum performance. And there's also a split screen. It's in the split screens if you go and search for it on the GT under maximum power output mode. So as you can see, interesting stuff, but it probably means you're going to really splaff all of that battery power in no time at all. Say if you're on a track or something. So interesting all the same. Right, and a few news articles this week. A supplier for Hyundai Group is now supplying improved power modules that will give an extra 5% range and make faster charging on the e-GMP platform. In the article I've got on screen, it says you would get possibly an extra 5% range. So that would give 331 miles on the all-wheel drive, 533 kilometers and 344 on the rear-wheel drive, but that supplier already makes the one on the rear-wheel drive, so I don't know whether that's an improvement over what I've got in the rear-wheel drive version. The article is on the screen and I'll put a link in the description to it. Right, the ongoing saga of my missing active sound design item on the menus. I've been back and forth between Kia Germany and my own dealer, and it transpires that there was an existing new Meridian software update, a new technical service bulletin. This might be the American version. It was issued in December 22, and that supersedes the existing one. Service Action SA 521 along with 520 supersedes SA 494A, and this is for amp logic improvement for noise, no sound issues, muting and stuff like that. I popped in my dealer on the way when I was out for a walk earlier to the bank, and he told me that there was a second recall being issued for the Meridian Amp to do with missing active sound design. So my car's got to go back in for that, and it was going to go in next week for that, but I've called it off because I'm waiting for the battery preconditioning, because I believe I might get the battery preconditioning thrown in for free. They've got existing outstanding actions to work on. They've now got two, so I'm holding off to the new year. So we will see. I'll put a link to that TSB up so you can have a look around it. But fingers crossed. Several issues we get fixed with this one. The UK reference for the Meridian Audio software update is KGE22-17_E131-CV. Improve audio muting, but that might be the same fix as the US TSB I've also shown you on the screen. On the Kia Niro EV, the MY2223, the zombie mode is still ongoing. If you look on the Speak EV forum thread, it's just mostly seems to be associated with remote preheating, and sometimes not. Things that I know don't work to clear it: resetting the head unit for sure. Someone in one of the on the thread suggested that Kia knew what was causing it, and it was the servers not telling the car to go into ready mode. But the workarounds are, if you start the preheating 30 minutes before you're about to depart and then wait for it to complete, you'll get a message in Kia Connect. Then you can just start the car and it's fine. The other method is on the 4 model, you've got remote start and remote parking assist from the key, which you've seen me do on mine. And this was the method. So if you press lock and press and hold remote start, and you've preset the heating commands to come on, then it will come on, and that will last 10 minutes before the car switches off. You must be within 10 meters range though of the car for it to turn on. That's the only caveat. So you've got 2 workarounds. So it's still a bit of a mystery. Some say there's a software update, but it doesn't seem to be. You'd think there'd be a recall for it if they definitely knew what it was, or if it was a server side related problem. But I see lots of reports of it, and it'd be nice to get this fixed. That's a really nice car, you know. It's a real shame at this time of year that you just can't use the features that it's got without issues. Anyway, this is the last news update of the year. Hopefully, it's been a busy few weeks with lots of news and new things coming out. So hopefully it's the last one. I will do some specials over Christmas, but I'd just like to wish everybody a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. Thanks for watching.